Hello, everyone. John Scavola here, independent business owner and distributor for iteracare, and the company is Prife International. Prife International is based in Malaysia and markets the extraordinary iteracare physiotherapy device that empowers the body to self-heal. And this is a Tuesday night call that's available and open to everyone. After the call, we recommend that you get back to whoever referred you to this call, and they can help you with any questions you might have and sponsor you so you can get one of these devices in your hands as soon as possible and experience some extraordinary results. We are going to talk about the iteracare in terms of what it is, how it works tonight. This is a webinar format, so we will entertain your questions at the end of the call. This is a half-hour presentation about the iteracare, and then right after that call, I will be shifting into a discussion and presentation on the iteracare business opportunity if you decide that you would like to share these with others, and there's a very lucrative, generous compensation plan for people that would like to do that. But foremost, we want folks to experience the iteracare, and it's a very inexpensive device, easy to use, and we're going to talk about that. And then folks are having just extraordinary types of results. Let me share my screen with you, and if you have questions, please put them in the questions and answers section at the bottom of your screen, and I'll address them at the end. So I want to make sure that everyone can hear me. I'm not muted. Okay. So we are doing these calls every Tuesday night, and they are recorded, and they will be posted to YouTube about an hour after the presentation is done. And if you're interested, you can go to my YouTube site, just search my name, John Scavola, Scevola. I live with my wife, Dr. Misty. She's a homeopathic doctor in Oregon, USA, Pacific Coast time. So if you're calling me from Australia, please recognize there's a bit of a time zone difference. And this is an international product offering. It's available now in over 40 countries and regions around the world. We have over 24 stocking locations in the US, so inventory is available. Deliveries are usually within a week, and we'll talk more about that in the second part of this presentation. So we're talking about the iteracare, a physiotherapy device that embodies three core technologies: terahertz frequency, quantum technology, and optical quartz light technology. And I'll be going into a fair amount of a deep dive into each one of these so that we can get a kind of a good handle about how this works and what the results can be. The iteracare device is a certified household electrical equipment. It has been certified as safe to use. It emits no harmful radiation, and it has labels allowing for its distribution internationally. The iteracare blower is not a medical equipment, and the manufacturer provides no medical advice. Users understand that the device is not intended to be used as a medical device or for diagnostic purposes on which reliance should be placed. Its use is not intended to be relied upon in lieu of medical treatment or advice by a trained medical care provider. Users understand that they use the iteracare blower at their own risk. Always consult your doctor or other healthcare professional with any questions regarding any medical condition or for specific guidance regarding the optimal use of the iteracare blower, nutrition, or physical activity. Quite a while back, that was 2,500 years ago, Hippocrates, the founder of modern day medicine, stated that the natural healing force within each one of us is the greatest force in getting well. Your body's ability to heal is greater than anyone has permitted you to believe. Nikola Tesla stated that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Albert Einstein stated, future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. Well, the future is here, and you'll discover when you research the iteracare how that is true, so true. So what are these technologies and where did they come from? First of all, we're talking about something called terahertz waves. And in the electromagnetic band, on the far left here, in this gigahertz range, you have microwaves. Then you have this gap of ranges of waves here called terahertz, and then far infrared, ultraviolet, X-rays, and so forth. Terahertz has always been there in nature, and governments have known about this band of waves for about 40 years now, originally discovered by actually NASA here in the US. And they've been fascinated with this terahertz gap of radiation because they discovered that it will pass through a human body 8 to 12 inches without harming the body. It's non-ionizing. And so it'll pass through a human body or an animal body 8 to 12 inches without harming the body. But it won't pass through metal, and it stops and slows down when it hits water. So they've been fascinated with using this in airports for scanning in the dentistry industry, and that's what's developed over the last 40 years. It's safe, non-ionizing, and like I said, it's now used in medical, aviation, drinking water, and other types of fields. But it's been called the wave of life, the light of life, and God's wave band because it actually has a side effect. And that side effect is when it passes through a human or an animal body, it empowers the body to start self-healing. And it was about 9 years ago that a Chinese scientist invented the first device that could harness this terahertz radiation down into a device that only cost $500,000 but was safe to use. But over the next following 9 years, he is affiliated with the Beijing Institute of Science and Technology, and they kept working on it. They did over 60 human trials and certifications for safety and have come up with this device now called the iteracare classic device for $380 US, including shipping. The company was formed in 2015, Deshang Health Technology, for the exclusive manufacture of the iteracare products. And as I said, they went through all sorts of clinical tests and research. And in September of 2021, they awarded Prife International the exclusive rights to sell and promote the iteracare devices around the world. The exclusive rights. So if it doesn't say Prife or in iteracare on its side, it is a knockoff. And there's nothing else in the world that works like this does. There's nothing else in the world that have the patents, the trials, the certifications for safety, and the effectiveness that the iteracare has. So let's talk about what is this 3-in-1 core technology that is so amazing. First, we have the terahertz, and I'm going to go into a little more depth here in a moment of what that is and how that works. Then part of the core technologies is quantum scalar energy. And when you flip the switch on in this device, you create a quantum energy field of scalar energy, and it has the ability to energize our cells, increasing energy fields, and actually enhancing something called your intention and the ability to accelerate the manifestation of and the law of attraction. And you don't necessarily have to believe in this, but when you flip the switch on, this works. And it's extraordinary what the possibilities are. We're actually doing videos now showing evidence that this is real, and these videos will knock your socks off when you start watching this evidence. The optical quartz is extremely important part of the device because not only does it magnify the effectiveness of what's coming out of the iteracare, but it actually is a core component to creating the terahertz waves. And the importance of creating this device that channels this wave of life, this God's waveband through your body, is that it will charge up your cells, the energy of your cells. And as you go through life, there's so many different things that are reducing the energy and the charge and the voltage of your cells. And the iteracare has the extraordinary ability to stimulate acupuncture points, unblock meridians and chakras and energy centers. And the results of that are, like I said, truly extraordinary. We'll show you a number of testimonials from that. So the iteracare, all three models that are available currently, create two types of heat. The radiant heat, which comes out of the nozzle and has therapeutic value, but you want to use that to your comfort level. And far infrared, that when that interacts with the optical quartz crystal tube, it creates terahertz. And that's pushed out of the device. And it has a number of fan settings, and that actually is what impacts the amount of terahertz that's coming out of it. So at the lower fan settings, it'll be lesser terahertz and more when you hit the higher fan settings. The benefits of heating the body, both from the thermic heat, the radiant heat, as well as the resultant resonant vibrational phenomenon that happens when terahertz passes through your body, is this boosts your immune system, increasing metabolic activity, increasing cellular oxygenation, on and on and on and on. And what's going on here is when these master frequencies flow through your body, all of your cells start, all of those trillions of cells and all of those different frequencies that they resonate at, resonate with these master terahertz frequencies and start vibrating in millions of vibrations. And the resultant activity of that energizes all of your cells in your body. It stimulates and activates stem cells in your body, which are phenomenal for helping with the self-healing process. And that vibrational phenomenon creates an internal heat that's safe, but has tremendous values in terms of everything you're just reading here, as well as the fact that there are certain things that are in our body that can't stand that vibration and heat. Things like viruses and unhealthy cells and certain parasites and so forth. They can't take that and they get eliminated. So the iteracare doesn't cure anything. It doesn't fix anything specifically. It creates a phenomenal self-healing situation that we've never been able to do before. When you shine the iteracare down your spine from the back or even from the front, because it will penetrate 8 to 12 inches, you're activating stem cells, you're heating the bones, you're creating an amazing self-healing situation because the stem cells start traveling through your body and asking, where can I help? What can I help with?
iteracare device has the ability to awaken dormant stem cells in the bone marrow. Yes, we have sleeping stem cells in our bone marrows. As you keep blowing this on your spine, you're activating these stem cells, and guess what? You're going to create brand new lungs, brand new kidneys. Eventually, as you keep using this over time, you will have brand new organs, glands, and tissues in your bodies.
Sounds good, but it gets better because part of the core technologies is something called quantum scalar functionality. Deepak Chopra once wrote, quantum healing is healing the body-mind from a quantum level. That means from a level which is not manifest at our sensory physical levels. Our bodies ultimately are fields of information, intelligence, and energy. Quantum healing involves a shift in the fields of energy information so as to bring about a correction in an idea that has gone wrong. So quantum healing involves healing one mode of consciousness, mind, to bring about changes in another mode of consciousness, body. And it's a proven scientific fact that our minds can heal our bodies. The placebo effect proves that someone who thinks they're taking a pill, who hadn't taken a pill that had medicine in it, can actually change something in his physical body, heal it just by his mind. And the quantum area is a whole nother discussion that we will be going into in much greater depth here in the next few weeks. It is a level beyond the physical where now we're talking about frequencies of our emotions, frequencies of our thoughts and our subconscious, which very often are the actual causes of symptoms that happen and things that happen in our bodies. So you can work on something in your body all you want, but if you're not bringing into balance and unblocking energies and frequencies and uplifting certain things in your emotions and your feelings and your thoughts and your subconscious, you can get very frustrated. The ability to create terahertz water is worth the price of admission for this device, $380. There are devices on the market now that you can buy for $1,500, and all they do is create terahertz water. The iteracare does it way faster than any of these devices and is portable, and you can charge up a glass of water in less than 30 seconds and can last over 24 hours. We're doing testing right now, and I will have videos out next week showing that it actually charges way faster than most people think and lasts way longer than most people think. And it doesn't have to be done from the top of the glass, as they're showing in these pictures. It can be done from the side. That's actually my preferred method because it's safer. You could just prop it up next to a glass or a jug of water and charge it. It's as effective as charging from the top. And I don't actually like charging from the top because there are things floating in our air. There's dust, hair, all kinds of stuff. And you might be infusing some of that into your water. So consider charging it from the side. And I think you would be feeling that you might be into a more sanitary situation there. Go research terahertz water, and they're just amazing experiences that people are having just from drinking the charged water, because it changes the structure of the water into a linear fashion that's tremendously more um, uh, available for cells to take in, and is super hydrating. And so you're having that effect as well as charging your body, running this water all through your body, and charging it all during the day. The water tastes different. The water is the best tasting water you've ever had. Your body will crave it because it's going, this is good water. This is really what I've been looking for. We ask that you avoid using that iteracare if you're pregnant or menstruating, because it could increase your blood flow. It's amazing how it can create better circulation in bodies. And just wand around the body. Don't wand on things that are in your body that have been implanted there, and you can drink the water. One of the basic protocols is to drink a couple glasses of warm water. And we recommend the warm water because you want to maintain the increased thermic effects that you have in your body from your session. You want to increase and enhance that and further it as far as possible, because that's a self-healing process. So we recommend that you avoid cooling off the body right after you've used it for a while. And then just cover the basic areas, your palms, your soles. These are wonderful areas filled with acupuncture points for all your organs in your body. And these charts are available from anyone who's sponsoring you into the world of the iteracare. But there are intermediate and more advanced types of protocols that get more specifically into directions and how long and acupuncture types of discussions and meridians and then the most advanced really gets into the quantum area. What are you thinking when you're wanting yourself? Are you affirming thoughts in the right way to get the most effect out of this? Because the universe is listening. When you flip on that switch and you create a quantum scalar field around yourself, it's amazing what the possibilities are. And we're going to go into much greater depth on this in the next few weeks. In September, we had a convention in Las Vegas, the first PRIFE International Convention, and people were begging to get up on stage. And so here's a few of the testimonies that we heard there.
Company, I've been using my one, and I've been helping since. So I recommend everybody has digestion problems to try it. So it's the best thing you guys can do. Thank you.
And I randomly blew on it thinking it would go away. Then I got serious about it because I was tired of dealing with it. So I blew it for 4 minutes every day for 10 days and it's gone. So that's it.
I did not get any what they call REM sleep or deep sleep. And I would only get like an hour sleep a night. Since using the wand, I sleep through the night and it's deep sleep. And I'm so grateful, so grateful.
Wow. I have a knee that was, I thought, headed to replacement. So the discomfort in my knee, I would push up from every place I was sitting. First night and next day, I stood up without having to push off. Now I walk around my house and randomly sit down and stand up because I can.
That are getting inflammation reduction and the depression. It's almost like I turned back the clock about 30 to 40 years, William.
Women and men around the world are raving about the anti-aging skin benefits, whether it's on their faces, their hair, their skin, their legs. Weight loss, these testimonies are starting to come in. People were looking for this at first, but because the iteracare helps to eliminate toxins and excess fats and increases your metabolism and decreases the water retention in your body, folks are raving about the fact that they're losing weight and as a side effect with this device. And folks around the world are purchasing these in, like I said, over 40 countries. They fly off the shelves because people experience in very, very short order pretty amazing results when they're empowering their body to self-heal. And those results include animals, pets, dogs, cats, horses, cows, parakeets, tropical fish even. Just amazing testimonies coming in. And they don't know the placebo effect. They just love this device. But we warn you, watch out. Once your dog or your cat learn about this device, they're going to come running as soon as they hear it and jump in your lap and want their session. Okay. So that's a brief overview about the iteracare physiotherapy device that empowers your body to self-heal. I've been involved with it for over a year now. And from day one, I've had miraculous experiences. And my wife has, and our patients. And I have been talking to people all around the world, 14, 15 hours a day. And it's just an extraordinary product that we now have available for a crazy price, $380 US, and for everything that it does, it's pretty amazing. Let me quickly look and see what we have here for some questions. Okay, so some of them are have to do with the business part. Um, but the device is first and foremost a device that we love to share with people, because once you experience it for yourself, whether it's your skin, your libido, your weight loss, whether it's um, insect bites, uh, sunburn, um, all the various things that this wave of life can help with and help your body to deal with. You start thinking, oh my goodness, I got to tell my mother about this, and my brother, and my son needs one, and my neighbor. And I have people that send me leads, and I send them $25 referral fees. But a lot of folks, they realize that they know a lot of people, and they start sharing it, and it becomes a very, very generous income, very generous. And nothing, I haven't seen anything like this in 40 years of being involved with different kind of home-based types of companies. So we'll talk about that in a few moments. The most basic protocol that I tell folks is to just get the terahertz in your body. Don't worry necessarily about directions or even areas or whatever, because you're 70, 80% water. And so this, it does amazing things when it gets involved with water, because water holds information. And when you just wind yourself wherever it feels good, and it's going to feel good all over, okay? And you're thinking the right kinds of thoughts, thinking like, I am really filled with energy. Oh, this feels good. I am filled with energy. That feels good. I am filled with energy. And you just do your whole body. Now you could do that in 4 or 5 minutes. And then you can get to a little more advanced protocols where you're doing your vagus nerves, which are right behind your ears, and they're connected to all your organs, and they increase serotonin, which relaxes you. Even that for a few minutes is an amazing experience in terms of boosting of your health and your energy. Just even doing your vagus nerves, and on and on. So we highly recommend that you get back to whoever referred you to this call and find out more about what this can do, how to get one in your hands. There was a time 6 or 7 months ago that you would have to wait 4 or 5, 6 weeks to get these. And in Australia, people were waiting almost 2 months. But most stocking locations around the world have them in inventory now, so you can get them usually shipped out in a few days to a week. And I do warn you, it does have a side effect, and that's after 2 weeks, your mouth will hurt, and your mouth will hurt because you won't be able to shut up about this thing. And people always laugh when I say that, and they call me 2 weeks later and they go, John, my mouth's hurting. I need some of these for family, friends, and whatever. And eventually, those very people will be mad at you if you haven't shared it with them, because it can impact you tremendously so quickly. So that's. Let me see if I have any other questions here I need to address for this. Yeah. So the water is. Charge a glass of water. Just set it next to it, 30 seconds. I've been testing it and have some videos out that show evidence that the water charged up in less than like 10, 15 seconds. And so in a few days, I'll be testing the longevity of that. By and large, around the world, we say that it lasts about 24 hours when you charge up a glass of water or a gallon jug and so forth. But my initial tests are showing that it lasts much longer than that. So I'm gonna be doing that and running videos on that for you. The best thing I can say is try this device. Try it. You've never experienced anything like it. And people almost always look at me with a startled look in their face. And they go, this feels good. Wow. How do I get one of these things? I hope you don't think you're going home with that thing. And I've seen wives and husbands fight over it. No, I want to use it. I want to use it. I want to use it. And I said, you better go get a second one. And that even happened to my family. So now we have one of these in almost every room in our house. We have one in our kitchen for charging the water. My wife has a model that she uses here, and then in her office, in her practice. And I have the models here and for myself, and as well as demonstrator units out, and they almost never come back because people just love them. So thank you for your time. As I said, this will be recorded and available for everyone in the world that wants to find out a little more information about this. So now I'm going to shift more into a little bit about the comp plan. The device is manufactured in China and shipped from there, but it's marketed by Prife International with their corporate offices are in Malaysia, and they actually have offices in many countries now, in Indonesia and Philippines and so forth. But their MO is to have stocking locations around the world. So we have over 24 of them now in the U.S. and looking at more, even on a more local basis. And we have a location now in Canada, and we're looking at another one very shortly, one in Mexico, and they're working hard to get stocking locations and things set up in South America because people are clamoring to get a hold of these things in down there, but it's very difficult to ship down into South America, areas like Brazil. Let me bring up my PowerPoint here for you. And as with any business, your results as a Prife International independent business owner may vary and will be based on your individual capacity, business experience, and expertise. There are no guarantees concerning the level of success you may experience as a Prife IBO. And I'm going to play a short clip from William Bowles, who's one of the 3-star managers here in the U.S. There are 3 of them, and I'm a 2-star manager, and I'll talk a little bit about what that is. And when you start getting into these realms, you're now doing very well, and it doesn't take much. And I'll talk at the end of this presentation what it does to start moving up in those ranks. But the compensation plan is extremely generous, and I'll have William talk about that. I may cut it off a little earlier because I'm getting a lot of questions here, and I want to address those for you.
All right, I want to thank everybody for coming on tonight to learn about the marketing plan of Prife International, iteracare products, and the iNetwork marketing system that we're all enjoying. So what we have here is a marketing plan that is distributor focused, not company focused. A lot of these marketing plans out there, what do they want? They want to make money for the company. Yes, we make money for the company when we sell these products, Prife International. They have to stay in business. But listen, what you're going to see in this compensation plan is revolutionary. We have a real revolutionary product and a revolutionary marketing plan that there's no hoops to jump through. This is designed for the distributor. And when you understand that and you see what we have here, you're going to get excited. So we have 2 devices that we focus on. We have an ion device that I'll call the Ion Shield. But personally, I focus on the blowers, the health blowers. Why? Because the results people see with these is incredible. And when you tie that in, a product that works so quickly with a good compensation plan, you know what? Everybody's going to be excited.
I just want to point out, we actually now have a 3rd device called the iteracare Premium, and then the prices have gone up slightly from this presentation as of January.
And again, the focus is this right here, what you're seeing here, the blowers, the health blower. On the bottom there, we have the classic, and a majority, in fact, all the testimonies, okay, that are coming in right now in our group are from the classic. The iteracare Pro is designed to run all day. It is overbuilt. Yes, it's worth the money, and it has some settings on it that the classic doesn't for skincare, and it's great for professionals. That's why they call it the Pro. It is designed to be run in a clinical setting all day long. Massage therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists that are treating multiple people. But guess what? I have one. I love the device, and everybody that has one really loves it. It is definitely more expensive, but it's worth the money. And as you'll see in the compensation plan as we go here, there are benefits to purchasing one. All right, so We have 3 packages with this company that you can start out with. Okay, so a lot of companies out there, they've got big packages, and that's the focus of all this distributing. Come in at a dime, come in at the top level. You're going to make more money, lots and lots of hype. No, our group focuses on one package, and that is the silver. Why? There is no penalty at any time in this compensation plan to upgrade or to start out at silver. And as I'll explain later in the compensation, that you really don't miss out not being a diamond when you first start building your business, and I love that. So we've got the silver, that's 1 classic. We've got the gold, which is 3 classics. So let's just say that somebody already has them sold, they have people that they want to let them use it. That's a great position to come in at gold. And then there's the diamond, okay? You can get 10 units or a pro, all right? So each of those are $3,500. Again, everything in the compensation plan is based off of $350 here in the United States, okay? So here is the differences between the packages, all right? Silver, $350 cost, 200 PV in the compensation plan. When you personally sponsor somebody on a classic at the silver package, you get 10%. That 10% on the sponsor bonus is the same no matter what level you're on. The level pairing bonus for 2 silvers is $80. Okay, I'll explain the level pairing differently, but this is the 2 silvers is 80, 2 gold is 240, and 2 diamonds is 800. And I'll tell you something really special about this in a minute that really makes this plan just really distributor friendly. The pairing bonus, this is your group pairing. I'll go into that in a minute, but it's 8 at silver, 10 at gold, and 12% at diamond. Now, this is a very important part right here, the max daily pairing, all right? I have seen people in my organization miss out on money because they maxed out the daily pairing bonus as a silver. The daily max is $900 for a gold and $3,750 for a diamond. Again, that is a very, a lot of people think that $3,750 a day. Listen, people in this company are doing that every day of the month, okay? Why? The product works, the compensation plan supports that, and the next part about this is really exciting. This matching bonus is attached to the max daily pairing, the group pairing, okay? And I'll explain this later, but all of these percentages, as a silver, you get 4 sponsor levels. Your personally sponsored person, their personally sponsored people, all the way down to 4th level, okay? And this is a significant part of the compensation plan, and I'll explain why, because the compensation plan, again, is distributor friendly, and I'll explain why this is so significant in just a minute. All right, so we're going to look at this level pairing bonus and the group pairing bonus. This is very confusing for a lot of people. I'm going to try to explain it as easily as possible here, okay? As a silver, as you will receive all of the level pairing bonuses, all from $80 to $800, okay? So if you notice here the A and the B, the red circles. Now, that is your first level, okay? On each level, you have a level pairing couple, okay? So the second level, you don't have 2 people on the second level. You have 4. But the first person that reaches that level is tagged as a level pairing person. The next person on the right side is a level pairing person, and they connect, and they are connected for a lifetime until both of them upgrade to diamond. And that is where the exciting part about this comes in. So you see the $80, okay? This person is a silver, this person is a silver. If A upgrades to diamond, okay, nothing happens. However, when B upgrades to diamond, that 80, add a 0. It turns into an $800 commission for you. A could upgrade the next day, and that has happened. But B decides to wait and upgrades in 6 months. In 6 months, you get the $800 commission, okay? So remember, everything is a silver. The level pairing bonuses, you get 100% of that 40% bonus, all right? Matching bonuses as a silver, 1, 2, 3 levels, 4 levels, okay? Now, you see this here, DS, that is direct sponsor bonus of $20, okay? I'm going to mention this now because it's important. All of the commissions that you see here, 20% of them are taken off every morning, and they go into your product redemption wallet. I like to call that the cash wallet. Why? Because that product redemption wallet, where this 20% goes from your commissions, you can turn around and purchase product. We'll go over that in a minute. And you can turn around and sell that product. You can also use that product to build your business. As far as I'm concerned, that product redemption is cash if you use it properly. All right, so that's the silver numbers. Now we're going to go to the gold. All right, now not a lot of people are gold. We do have some people that are gold. Most people go from silver to diamond when they want to upgrade. But if you decide to go to the gold, you are earning a little bit more, right? You're just picking up a 5th level of the matching bonus. But again, remember from the other slide, you are also picking up $900 a day maximum pay. See that down there, which is a maximum of $27,000 a month if you hit that $900. But you know what? That's never going to happen, because if you're making that kind of money, you're going to upgrade to diamond. You're not going to sit at gold. So this example here is really not, what would you call it, reasonable, okay? All right, so the diamond, and again, the only thing that you really need to be focusing on these slides is not the bottom part, right? I mean, okay, that's potential. You're really going to have to hustle and build this business, but you know what? It's the easiest product I've ever sold, and I've sold a lot of stuff. So a matching bonus, you pick up that final 6th level, and again, this example here in the middle, please ignore that, okay? Please ignore this, and the reason why is because not everybody comes in at diamond. We sponsor people into the business at silver, okay? This is the potential earnings for these level pairs, all right? So the nice thing, though, is that your sponsoring bonus, when you enroll somebody as diamond or they upgrade, you make $200, and $952 goes into your product wallet, okay? $40 is added on to that $952. Okay, so again, this, if you're noticing here, you see the red, those are level pairing people. All right, let me go over this again. You see the 1 over here, right, on level 4. You see the 3. Well, level 2 and 4 came in after 1 and 3. Why do I know that? Because the first person on each level is the level pairing pair, the couple. Okay, now the blue are group pairs. Notice that there's no blue circles on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd level. That's because the daily group pairing, okay, or pairing bonus, whatever you want to call it, doesn't happen until after the 3rd level, okay? So this is part of how the company pays out so well. There's certain restrictions in how they do it. Now, so what is group pairing? Group pairing is the volume from these blue people here and the volume from these blue people on the right. We're looking at a left and a right dual team system here. So the accumulated volume from these blue members and the accumulated over here, the way it pays out is it pays out either 8, 10, or 12%. So as a diamond, you have 12% of the volume from these 4 people over here. And again, those are everything in this compensation plan is paid daily. So half of this volume over here, you've got extra volume on that left leg, let's say. It's bigger than your right. The count will go to 0 on your right, and it'll pay out any volume based off of your package that you have. So, all right, I want to thank everybody.
Okay, so if you're like me, when I first started looking at these compensation plans, I'd get a headache. And this is one of the most simplistic, generous comp plans I've ever seen. But it took me about 3 or 4 weeks to finally realize the reality of that. And I started as a silver, and after about 3 months, it made sense for me to bump up to a gold, because I was realizing I was going to make more than $300 in a day coming up. Not every day, but it was coming up, so I didn't want to leave money on the table. But I had enough commissions in my, what they called the bonus wallet, to pay for the gold. So it was like 1,040 or something like that. And I got 3 iteracare classics, and from redeeming. And because you can't use your redemption wallet money to bump up to the next level. You have to use your bonus commission money. So, but I had enough commissions in there to pay for my 3 devices, and I was at gold, and now I'm at gold for life. You don't have to do that every month. It's just once you purchase up to a new level, you're at that level for life. And so I was gold level, and I got those 3 devices in, 3 iteracare classics, and within 2 days I had sold them for cash and had my money back. So now I'm a gold for life, and it didn't cost me anything. And now I can make up to $900 per day. And within a week after that, there was a couple of days where I went over $300 in a day. So I was really glad I did that. And then after about 6 months, I was even pushing that, and I realized there were going to be a couple of days where I might pop over and even $900 in a day. But I had enough commissions to go buy a Pro, and so now I use those commissions to buy the Pro model. I'm now at diamond level for life. I got the Pro in, and I actually sold that to somebody in about 3 or 4 days, and got all my money back. And then, then I went and bought another 10 classics, and it took me about a week or so, and they were gone. And I can't keep these things in. I'm every day I'm getting in redeemed devices, and I always look down there and I'm thinking, I hope I get more in, because people are clamoring for them. Many people don't want to get into business necessarily. They just want one as soon as possible. And I just tell them, yeah, I've got them in stock. I take Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, and I'll ship it out to you. I even had a guy who lived here in Oregon, lived about a mile from me, and he goes, I have these $380 of gift certificate Visa cards. He said, can I pick up the device and give you these? And I said, come on over. So he picked his device up and gave me these, and these are as good as cash. And I just got back from the post office today and shipped off another classic. And I think I have 4 or 5 of them just came in, but they're all sold now. And when I walk in the post office, all 3 post office employees know me as the hot air blower guy. He goes, yeah, here's that hot air blower guy. So they don't need to know what's in it. It's just a hot air blower on there, and Prive put that on there so that it wouldn't cause any difficulties getting through customs or through airports or TSA and so forth. But now I'm at a position where I can make up to $37.50 per day, and that sounds like a great income. Even $300 per day at $9,000 per month sounds like a great income. But when this starts working and you start sharing it, people just can't shut up about it, and it just keeps growing. And sometimes I'll have sponsored someone and they got a device, and then maybe a couple of months later they go, my mouth's hurting. I need to. How do I become a distributor? I said, you already are. Let's talk about the comp plan. And I send them to a site that has all the business resources they need, and I've spent a couple hours today just helping some people get oriented towards their first couple of orders, and the one couple gals and a couple women in Georgia, they go, yeah, we need to know how to do this because we have 10 people that want to buy them tomorrow, and they know lots of people, and it just keeps going that way. So the company had asked me to do some of these presentations. The Ricky Brandino is the guy who sponsored me into the business and introduced me to the product about a year ago. I am feeling extremely blessed that he did that, because all of the wonderful experiences I've had and all the people I've shared this with. But Ricky is the top income earner in the U.S. My organization is a third of his business, and I'm making a 6-figure income right now, and we have just started. Our business keeps growing. Now the company is not. It's a wonderful company, well financed in Malaysia. The leaders are wonderful people, human beings, very generous, very motivated to make this the #1 company that does network marketing in the world. They are always looking for new cutting edge types of products. But we actually don't even care about that. I mean, we do in the sense that it's exciting to be part of that. But all I need is the iteracare. And now you have $1 million business. And if get with your sponsor and have them show you how to invest in this so that you can maximize it. Because at $37.50 per day, you can max out your comp plan. You make about $1.5 million a year. Now that sounds like a nice income, but if you can do that, you could do more than that. And we can easily show you how you can buy more than one account, or even have other people pay for them for you. And so you can have one whole set of binary, what I call a Christmas tree. And you can make $1.5 million from that one, but you can make $1.5 million from this one, $1.5 million from this one. It's a very unusual company that way, because they encourage you to have multiple accounts. And you can start off with 3 accounts, and we can show you how to do that. And I have other videos that explain that in much greater depth. But if somebody contacts me and they say, I want to buy one of these, but I don't care about the business, I'm wealthy, I'm retired, I don't want anything to do with it. Well, that's a great opportunity, because what I do is you make up a username, put your name on the account, but have the device shipped to them. And now they have purchased you a Christmas tree ornament in your tree. You own that account. And at a later point, you can go back and start building out a whole nother Christmas tree. So now you have Christmas tree farms going. And like I said, get with your sponsor and have them work with you to understand how that works, because the sky is the limit with this. And this happens very, very rapidly. But it is a business. So you want to pay attention to disciplining yourself, be aware of your tax situations, because the money can start pouring in on this, and be considering all your write-offs and so forth. And let me see, somebody had asked about the crypto. The company does accept USDT, a cryptocurrency. Most people don't know what that is, but if that's something that's you love working with, they do charge a percentage, and we're investigating that. I can't give you an answer why they do that, possibly because there could be some fluctuations in the cryptocurrencies rates and so forth. But I'm part of a core group here in the U.S. working with the Malaysian offices, and we're working with them to discover if there's a real important thing going on there we need to know about, or to free that up. But that's a work in progress. And this whole company is a work in progress. It's a ground floor opportunity in the world. Totally exclusive product. You can't buy this thing anywhere in this world. There are knockoffs coming out of China and all around, but they do not have the patents. They do not work like this thing does. And it's so easy to use, even by children and adults. I've got 95-year-olds using this and raving about it the next day for the various things that are happening for them, and very quickly, sometimes within minutes, but even 10, 15 minutes, and people their eyes get really big, and they go, I haven't been able to do this in 2 years, and so forth. It's a remarkable opportunity. And the thing is research who you're getting involved with, to make sure that they can help you learn how the compensation plan works, and the business and the opportunities. Even if you don't know a lot of people, and you know a lot more people than you might think, especially when you realize how this works, and you just want to help people. But I recommend getting involved with a lead group. There are these lead groups out there. One's called Business Network International. One is called LaTip. And both of them cost about $400 or so forth, about a year. And they meet like weekly for lunch. And there's usually about 25, 30 people from different industries, only one per industry. So there's a real estate agent, chiropractor, massage therapist, a lawyer, tax attorney, tax, CPA, somebody who does solar energy, somebody who does construction, all sorts of different industries. But if you join one of those groups and you do a little 5-minute, 10-minute presentation, and you show this to a few people, you'd walk out of there with thousands of dollars of orders, okay? Totally pay for your year. And you'd be the easiest person for that group to give the leads to. The only caveat with it, because it's a no-brainer, if you can deal with what I'm about to tell you, is you need to bring leads to that group. So if you never get out, this is probably not good for you, because you need to at least bring a couple leads, somebody who's looking for a home, somebody who needs a tax accountant, and somebody maybe who needs a lawyer, because people love referrals, and you're learning about all these people and they're high quality, and you feel really good about referring them. But you need to bring some leads to that group. But you might bring 1 or 2 leads, and you're going to walk out of there with a dozen, 15 leads every week. And these are all going to be people that are just like going, how do I sign up? How do I sign up? So the lead group is phenomenal, and nobody's really cracked that yet, but it's like a no-brainer. And every week, I'm going to be bringing up different ideas for marketing, so that you're going to be able to realize that this is not only a game changer and a health changer, but this is a wealth changer. It's a life changer. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you don't have a sponsor, you can certainly contact me through my website, thzdevice.com, tomharryzebra.device.com. But I really highly recommend that you get back to whoever referred you to this call, and I want to honor that, and get in on the ground floor. You've always talked about, oh, I wish I had started there, but this is one of those situations. And even though it's been in the U.S. for a little over a year now, nobody knows about this really, and the people that are getting involved, they know a lot of people. So thank you very much for joining me again, and I wish you the best.